नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिल करीम अम्मा बाद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। Assalamu alaikum, my name is Engineer Farhan Tanveer and today is our fourth lecture for the series of CCNA 200-301 certification free online course. Basically today's topic is to understand the different types of cables that are used in LAN connections, and there are four different types of cables which are used in LAN, and these are straight through cable, then crossover, rollover, and gigabit Ethernet crossover, or simply the gigabit crossover cable. Before starting our topic, one thing we should bear in mind is that all the LAN cables are basically 8 wires cable, or we can say that there are 4 pairs in a LAN cable, and all the LAN cables are basically UTP. UTP stands for unshielded twisted pair. If you peel off a LAN cable, then you can see that there are 4 different pairs of wires: blue, blue white, green, green white, orange, orange white, and brown, brown white. And these are basically twisted over each other in order to cancel out the electromagnetic interference. So basically what we have to do is to understand these different types of cables. And one thing also you should remember in mind that all the LAN cables are basically terminated using an RJ45 connector. So what is mean by an RJ45 connector? RJ stands for registered jack. RJ45 connectors are used to terminate the LAN cable, and RJ stands for registered jack. Basically RJ45 is an 8-pin modular. As I have already told you that the Cat5 or Cat5e cable or Cat6 or Cat7 cables are basically 4 pairs. So 4 pair means there will be 8 wires, and these 8 wires are supported by an RJ45 connector having 8 pins. So I have over here a LAN cable, and you can see that this is the LAN cable and this is basically the RJ45 connector, and in this RJ45 connector you have these 8 pins over there. Another version is the RJ11 connector, and the RJ11 is basically registered jack 11, and that is used for the termination of telephone lines, the landline telephone sets. These are terminated by RJ11, but RJ11 is of no advantage in case of LAN connections. So I am going to tell you about these different 4 types of cables and in what situation we have to use these cables. That will also be cleared in this video. So first of all, move to the straight through cable. One thing also you should bear in mind is that all these cables depend upon the pin at which you have made the connections. On the internet you can see that straight through cables are developed using some color coding, but as far as our video is concerned, then we will be developing these cables by only the pin connection. That is more important and that is more logical as compared to the color coding techniques. So first of all, I am going to tell you about the straight through cable. As I have told you that in each LAN cable there are a total of 8 pins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 on one side, and similarly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the other side. So if you want to develop the straight through cable, then what you have to do is to connect the pin number 1 wire to the other pin number 1, and similarly second pin will be connected to the second pin, third pin with the third pin, and sixth pin should be connected with the sixth pin. And this 4, 5th, 7 and 8, these pins are unused in case of a straight through cable. So whatever connection you want to make on 4, 5, 7 and 8, that doesn't matter, because the data is only transmitted on pin number 1, 2, 3 and 6. So now it should be clear that a straight through cable just simply connects first pin to the first pin, second pin to the second pin, third to the third, and sixth to the sixth, and 4, 5, 7, 8 are unused. So now in what situation we should use a straight through cable? There is a very simple rule that you should bear in your mind about the different networking devices, which I am going to tell you over here. So if you talk about a switch, if you have a switch, then in case of switches transmit on pins 3 and 6 and they receive on pins 1 and 2. On the other hand, if you have a router or you have a host means some PC, then they transmit on pins 1 and 2 and they receive on pins 3 and 6. So if you have a router LAN port connected to the other router's LAN port, then you cannot use a straight through cable, because the first router will transmit at pin number 1 and 2 and the other router will also transmit at the pin 1 and 2, and what will happen, there will be collision of data. And similarly, this first router will be listening at the port number 3 and 6, and similar is the condition of the other router, so there will not be any reception of data as both the pins will be connected, reception pins will be connected to the reception pin. So what should happen over there, in case of similar devices, if you have similar devices, then you cannot use a straight through cable. Okay, so straight through cable can only be used if you have a router connected to a switch. So now what will happen, router will transmit at pin number 1 and 2 and the switch will receive at the pin number 1 and 2. Similarly, if transmission of switch is concerned, then switch will transmit at pin number 3 and 6 and router will receive at the pin 3 and 6. So it is a very clear fact now, okay, if you have a straight through cable, then straight through cables are used for connecting router to a switch, or you can use it to connect a host to a switch. But if you have a switch to a switch connection, then you cannot use it. If you have a hub to switch connection, then also you cannot use a straight through cable. So router transmitting at pin number 1 and 2, switch receiving at pin 1 and 2, switch transmitting at pins 3 and 6, and router receiving at the pins 3 and 6. So straight through cable are used between router and switch and host and switch. If we talk about the crossover cable, then how is a crossover cable developed? First I will tell you about it. A crossover cable is basically 1, 2, 3 and 6 connection, 1, 2, 3 and 6, but here 1 is not connected with 1 is connected to 3, 2 is connected to 6, and similarly 1 is connected to 3rd pin and 2 is connected to the 6th pin. This is the setup for a crossover cable. So the other pins, that is the 4, 5, 7 and 8, these pins are unused, they will not be transmitting or receiving any data. So now in which situation you can use a crossover cable? So I have already told you that if you have similar devices, what is meant by similar devices? If router is connected to a router, then first router will transmit at pins 1 and 2 and the other router will receive at the pins 3 and 6, and vice versa for the other side connection. Similarly, router to router you have a crossover cable, router to a host you should have a crossover cable, switch to a switch you should have a crossover cable. Now coming to the rollover cable. So what's a rollover cable? A rollover cable just connects all the pins in the opposite fashion. So what is meant by this? If you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and the other side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So what you have to do is to connect pin number 1 with pin number 8, pin number 2 with pin number 7, 3rd with the 6th, 4th with the 5th, 5th with the 4th, 6th with the 3rd, 7 with the 7 with the 2nd, and finally the 8th with the 1. So now it will be beneficial to know where is a rollover cable used. So a rollover cable is used whenever you want to configure your router, whenever you want to develop your router or configure it for network use, then you have to use a rollover cable. I have also a rollover cable over here which I am going to show to you. This is a rollover cable. This is a console cable which is used for configuring the router. You can see that there is the one end is the RJ45 connector and the other end is the serial connector, because this serial connector will go into the laptop and this will be connected at the console port of the router or the switch, and then that laptop will be used for configuring the router, not for LAN traffic purpose. If you want to connect the laptop with the router for LAN trafficking purpose, then you have to follow this rule, router to host, then you have to use the crossover cable. So rollover cable is used for console connection, console connections. Console is a port provided on a router or switch by the help of which you can configure the router, you can provide commands to the router using this console connection. So it should be now clear that the crossover cable is used for console connection. Now coming to our last point, that is the gigabit Ethernet crossover cable. I told you in the crossover cable that only the pins 1, 2 are connected to the pins 3 and 6 and vice versa for the other side. But if you want to achieve a speed of gigabit, because the crossover cable which I told you earlier, this can provide you at a maximum speed of 100 Mbps for fast Ethernet connection. So if you want to increase your speed to the gigabit level, then you have to use extra pins on your RJ45 modular, and that setup is basically like, I'm going to tell you over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and similarly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. In case of crossover cable, I told you that the crossover cable connects pin number 1 to pin number 3, pin number 2 to pin number 6, and similarly 1, 2, 3 and 2 to 6. Now 4, 5 and 7, 8 are left. So 4, 5 is connected to the pin number 7 and 8, and similarly here 4 is connected to 7 and 5th is connected to 8. So in which situation you have to use this type of crossover gigabit connection? That when you have a gigabit Ethernet port over your route, over your switch or over your router, then you have to make the use of all the 8 pins available to you. So I hope that this video is now understandable to you, and this video will help you to understand the different types of cabling connections available on LAN. So I hope that you will find this video useful. Inshallah, in the next lecture we will be coming up with new topics related to fiber optics cable. Till then, it is time to say goodbye. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.